Hello, and I'm Andrea Coulter, your modern day medicine woman, and welcome back to the third part of my Healthy Summer Glow video series. I hope you've enjoyed the first two. I've certainly enjoyed doing them, and this week we are talking about sunburns. Now, I realize that it's almost virtually impossible to not ever get a sunburn at some point in your life. And there's lots and lots of concern and caution out there about getting your skin tanned in any way. Now, what I'm going to do is try and set the record straight and give you a really good, interesting tip on how to get your skin to heal and resolve so much faster if you do happen to get a sunburn, and in a way that will make sure that you never have any other residual issues because of it. So, as you can see, I'm wearing my handy dandy little hat, and this is my new straw hat for the summer. And usually I get myself a nice straw hat because they breathe really well and they let the heat dissipate, but they don't let the heat come in on your head. And it's actually, one of the best places to protect from heat gain and heat loss is through your head. Again, this would have gone well in my heat exhaustion sunstroke. You can wear a hat for sure, and I do all the time. I take one actually to the cottage with me every year. So this is my new one. So protection. It's kind of what this is, generally about, is we want to protect ourselves first and foremost. That is always the best means of staying healthy, is to protect yourself first. So a hat is a good way to protect. I'm not going to wear it the whole video. Sunscreen is the next thing. Now, lots of people slather on all kinds of sunscreen to protect themselves from getting a sunburn. Now, I'm here to tell you that it's not really the greatest technique, in the sense that most sunscreens out there are pretty toxic. They have lots of not healthy products or substances in their product. And I'd like you to, for sure, if you're going to use a sunscreen, I'd like you to try and find a really healthy, clean sunscreen. And what I'll do is I will make sure that there's a link below this video where you can actually go and check out some of the really nice natural sunscreens that are available on the market today. I used to make my own, and I still actually do. But there are such great products out there now, so for sure go and research them. If you really want to use something, if you know you're going to be in the sun for far too long or in the very heat of the day and you can't help it, then you probably should use some protection. Now, having said that, what we know is that actually your skin's job is to protect you. That's what a tan is. When your body pigment changes, it changes in lieu of the excess sun that you're getting, and in gradual increments. If you get yourself into the sun in slow, easy installments, your skin will naturally adjust. However, sometimes that can't be helped, and so if that's the case, then you do need to use some protection, either avoiding the sun at the worst part of the day between 10 and 3, 4 in the afternoon, staying in the shade, or wearing some protection of some sort, whether it's loose, light clothing again, or a sunscreen, and a natural one would be best at that. Now remember, the sun is not our enemy. It is not meant to harm us. It is there for many, many healthy reasons, and one in particular is vitamin D. And again, I know that this is not something new to most people, but just a reminder that you do need to get at least 15-20 minutes of sunshine every day, even if it's early in the day. Just natural sunlight on your skin is going to give you that natural protection that you need. So making sure you are getting in the sun. Now, if you're fair-skinned, by all means, make sure you're using all the protection that you need to protect yourself. Now, even though we've done all we can to protect ourselves, there's lots of times that we're going to get a sunburn. And, there are lots of ways to help resolve the sunburn quickly and efficiently. And here is my really interesting tip that I bet you probably haven't actually heard before. And if you have, then hey, kudos to you for having heard this. Now, as you all know, law of opposites and law of similars are two well-known laws in healing, and the law of similars is the curative law. So, how do we apply this if we've actually had a really bad sunburn and we want it to resolve quickly? Because nobody likes tossing and turning all night and being in pain because you've gotten too much sunshine. So, here's what you do. You come in out of the sun and you've got a burn. The first thing you need to do is apply heat. Honestly, this is the only way to truly resolve a burn, whether it's from the sun or whether it's from an iron or a fire or anything that has burned your skin, the first thing you need to do is start applying heat, because the heat is going to draw the heat out of your skin. Now, I'm not saying you go and apply a hot pile of water, but what you usually do, and what I've always done with burns, even on hands or arms or whatever, is start putting that burn under warm water, running water, under a tap. So if it's more of a body burn because of the sun, then get into a shower and start it at like a warm temperature. And it's going to sting for sure. I know we're all programmed and I've all been taught to run cold water on our burns, but it feels good initially when you do it, but it's not really taking the burn out, because it's not the proper law of application. So that's why, you stick your hand under cold water and it's like, oh, it feels good, the burn doesn't hurt anymore. But the second you take your hand out or your body out of the cold, it hurts again. And now you're starting to blister and so on. So it's the law of similar resonance. You want similar heat, but not the same heat that's going to re-burn it, okay? So get in your shower, and all I do is I slowly start increasing the heat as that temperature stops creating kind of pain. Increase the heat a little bit. And yes, it's going to actually be ouchy at first, but what happens is that heat is pulling the heat away from your skin and pulling it off. It's resolving the heat. So stay under the shower and keep incrementing it until it's, a good steamy shower. Again, you don't want to reburn, but you want it to be hot, and you want to feel that it's until it feels like, okay, no matter how warm it is, no matter what section I stick under the hot water, it doesn't hurt anymore. And when you come out of the shower, you will totally be amazed that the burn doesn't hurt anymore. And in fact, most often you won't blister. I've done this with other burns, and I've done it with sunburns. I've unfortunately, yes, gotten too much sun by being out working in the middle of the part of the day and not having enough protection. And that's all I do, is I get in the shower and I do that. So that is a really cool tip for this week. I want you to remember, it's the law of similar resonance that is the curative law. So use the hot water for any burn, whether it's a sunburn or any burn. You just keep increasing it, and it's amazing how well it works. Now, having said that, afterwards, it probably is good to use some cooling than, body ointments and things. And I have all kinds of other great tips and suggestions, and I talk about the state of mind, the vulnerability behind it, being prone to sunburns, and you can check that all out in my booklet. And remember, this video is also to introduce you to my Healthy Summer Glow kit, and by all means pop on over and have a look at the kit and pick it up for yourself, because there's a remedy in there specific to sunburns, and it's a remedy that I often give myself and my family if we are going to the beach, say early in the season, and we haven't had enough sun on our skin, that I want to make sure we're not going to burn. So it's a great remedy to make sure that you can prevent a sunburn, and also to use after to help your body heal faster and more efficiently, along with all the other topical tools and suggestions. Now, like I said, aloe vera gel is also cooling. Often what I do, now remember in my heat and body stroke, I had the body spray with essential oils, and if you missed that, go back and watch that video for sure, because it has the ingredients, or get my booklet, because it's all in there. But what I do for sunburns is I take that recipe, but I actually add aloe vera gel to the mix, and then I shake it up really well. It'll be a little thicker, but make sure it's thin enough that you can still spray it out of your bottle. And then, mist your body with the aloe vera and essential oils, the cooling oils, and they will cool your body down and make you feel better again afterwards. But if you've done the shower, then your body, the heat isn't there as much, but that will help it to heal. And that's the point, is the shower's not going to take the redness right out. It's just going to take that hot, heat, stingy feeling out and help it to resolve faster. But you still need to use a lotion or something, or a spray, to help heal the body. So calendula is good, aloe vera is good, there's lots of essential oils to help cool down. And again, there's lots of tips and suggestions in my kit. So by all means, either try to prevent getting a sunburn by avoiding the hottest part of the day, using protection, using natural sunscreens. Don't overdo it. Again, you still want to allow your body to get a little bit of sunshine. So, those incredible 45 SPFs, it's not what you want to do. You just want to protect enough that you don't burn. So go and check the link below and check out all the cool products that are available today, and try some out. Again, coconut oil and sesame oil are actually the highest natural SPF you can actually get in an oil, and you can even look at those products. Make sure that one of those is in one of the products you're getting. I can't think of anything else. So prevention, and then if not, then use that interesting tip about applying heat to remove the burn. And I promise you it works, because I've done it many, many times myself, with myself and my kids when they burn themselves on various things. And it's amazing how much better it works than cold water. But remember, slow increments. Don't do it too quickly. Just slowly ease your body into warmer and warmer until you're in a, hot steamy bath or shower, either way. So enjoy. I hope you've enjoyed this tip, and try to prevent getting a burn. If you can't, then please use my techniques. And if you want, be sure to go over and get my Healthy Summer Glow Kit. You'll get a great remedy along with some other remedies that will help you to have a healthy, glowing, vivacious summer, and that's what I want for you. So I hope you've enjoyed this video today, and make sure you jump in again next week on the videos on my blog or in my newsletter. Would be great. It'll go right to your email if you get my newsletter. And next week is dehydration. We're going to talk about chronic dehydration and how quick we can get dehydrated in the summer, and lots of great tips on how to stay hydrated so that you don't have any residual problems from dehydration. And I guess that's it for this week. So enjoy, have fun in the sun, but take care of your body. In True Resonant Health, take care, and see you here next week.